Okay fellas, it's it's 1:35 in the afternoon. Yeah, it's night time, Richard. I just thought you might want to squeeze here. Now you're not allowed to go in there, I suppose, unless you get some special dispensation, but maybe the fastest sponge in the world will, yeah, the top spot will do it. Anyway, so this is like gate 8, I think it is. So it's already got some motorcyclists gone in there. So now I think we wanted, yeah, we go in here. I'll just film the general layout, fellas, in case, you know, someone burns my car or something and I have to show the evidence or anything. Well, it was parked there, officer. You call that parked? Okay. Oh, this is the cup gum track. Probably alluding to the eucalypts. Now that's the mountain bowl ridge track, and I think we want to go down here. And I need to get my gloves on soon. I don't know. Gee, that moss hasn't even come back yet. So this is the far end of the mountain bowl ridge track, and there was supposed to be some sort of pool or pond or something down here, but it's going to be like 3 times the size. So and it's a little bit further in, so you know, unless you know exactly where it is, we're either going to have to get a glimpse of it, or you know, it's just going to be a case of spotting. Now this looks like it's been sort of like an urban dump over time, but that's always good for you know, CPs. So you get all the basics up here. Hopefully maybe some glandulars, you know, some glids. More of those that we saw. Oh, look at the ants. There you go. I think they call those meat ants. Ones when they're sort of black and reddish. Reddish at one end of the body and black at the other. Business at one end and pleasure at the other, I don't know. Oh, fellows, I don't know. If I go down there and don't get any joy, it's going to be a steep climb up, back up, but maybe it would be better to climb up the road, because at least it's got a nice layer of bitumen or tarmac, asphalt. What do they call it? Asphalt. Oh. Asphalt, I don't know. Anyway, so it looks like if we can get into here, it might be an... Oh, geez, that's what I mean. Look at that. Okay, so I don't know. Is it a case of getting in here and walking around and down, or going down there and walking through? Oh, this is on the back of a race car, fellas. I mean, if I had an iPad out here, you could actually be talking to me. If I had a bloody iPad, you could actually be. We could like set up like a international conference call where, you know, you're actually basically walking with me and telling me, oh, can you go over to the left there? I want to see that plant there. Or can you go over to the right there? You know, Tony Abbott just doesn't get that, does he? Oh, it looks like it's going to be pretty swampy in there. And this looks like it's supposed to... Well, maybe this is the actual thing, but it looks too close. But then again, as I said, things on Google Maps don't quite pan out to be what they're like in real life, and looks like that's all going to come back and go like a little green mound or something. So yeah. Okay, what was the rule? Was it sun and shadows on the left hand side? Well, I'm just going to sneak over to here because it looks like we might have some action on the edge here somewhere. Well, it certainly looks like we've got plenty of mossage and stuff that's going to plump up over the next 3 months. As I said, we basically only barely got 5 months on here compared to WA. You know, WA it's like 8.5, you know, 8.5, almost 9 months on, and barely 3 months off. And oh yeah, it's quite damp here. So either that's hanging on from the 4 inches of rain, which I doubt it. So the reason we've got such a big pond here is I reckon we've got some sort of soak, which means we've got some sort of permanent water supply. So we have ticked the box for a chance of finding bonata in the area. And I think that's just too wet for being, you know, we're like, what, 3 weeks away from, you know, 3 7 to 21. Yeah, we're heading towards 21, so we're about 3 weeks away from that, the 4 inches of rain, and we've had sunnage all this week, and yeah, I reckon there's some sort of faint spring in the air, and it runs down, it fills this thing up as well as with the rain, and maybe it leads on to something even wetter down there. Anyway, I think it's time to start a new clip. Keep the clip short and sweet, and then at least I can load 3 or 4 up every night. If I have a really long one, it takes all night. You know, like a 15-minute one will take 6 hours basically. To, yeah, half 15 is 7.5 sort of thing, which is, you know, basically 6 to 7 hours sort of thing, or basically most of the night basically. Anyway, if I keep them short and sharp and shiny, you can get 3 or 4 clips up in the same amount of time basically. Anyway, over and out.